Yeah, right here. Nucleotide. Okay, I'm going to shoot you this one right now. This is of a regular nucleotide, and now I'm sending you a picture of a phosphorylated nucleotide.
Okay.
And
So what you send me is what the original one was supposed to be without contamination.
Correct. Okay, this picture is of a phosphonucleotide. You'll see how AMPA attaches to the sugar molecule of the nucleoside.
Hmm.
A nucleoside is the nitrogenous base and the sugar.
Hmm.
And it becomes a nucleotide when it's phosphorylated, as that first picture that I sent you, the phosphate group.
And what is the significance of the nucleotide being phosphorylated or phosphorylated? What is the significance? What does it do?
It affects the function of the DNA.
By switching a gene on or off at the wrong time, or by something else, or both?
It can switch it on, switch it off. It depends where the glyphosate or AMPA attach. It
Yes.
you know where in the
Which
sequence
part of the DNA it is attaching? Yes.
Right. So it will vary for randomly for where it attaches, and then of course where it attaches, there are downstream effects. There will be numerous genes that can be affected or blocked.
Right.
And
Right. Sometimes a number of genes are supposed to work together towards an end only for one task, and then they separate and join other genes to do other tasks. And if one of these genes is contaminated or physically there is this glyphosate or AMPA attached around it, on its surface, then all the different jobs that it's supposed to do singly or in coordination with other genes can all be affected, and there can be unknown number of problems, including diseases or misfunctions can happen because of that, right?
Yep. Yep.
It's a horrible story.
It's a scary story, Tony. Sometimes I wish I didn't know what I know.
And
You wake up.
your seventh paper being published, will it be not only talk about how lipids are compromised, but the downstream effect of it, such as interference with the DNA and all this, will be brushed upon or mentioned or talked about?
That'll be touched upon, and I'll focus. There are several diseases that I will implicate in the phosphorylation of lipids, like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and Alzheimer's and cataracts. These are all can all be created by changes in the lipid chemistry, particularly Alzheimer's disease, and particularly with AMPA.
Alzheimer's disease is a kind of disease where the patient loses short-term or long-term memory and begins to forget things and not recognize people that they knew, something like this, right? And this is to do with the transmission of information within the brain. That means the data is there, but you have lost contact with the data.
Yeah, it's short-circuited. You get plaques and fibrillary tangles that build up, and the electrical signals aren't. They're shunted. They're no longer functioning.
Hmm.
Um,
It's
and
yeah,
it gets worse as these neuritic plaques continue to build in the brain and block function. Glyphosate and AMPA affect and deteriorate the central nervous system, which includes the brain and our spinal cord, but it also affects the peripheral nervous system, which affects, all of our other senses in all of our other tissues.
hmm, hmm.
And it affects it through the same mechanisms.